Other yellow hat guy here, back with another video. And boy, oh boy, the hype continues. Alright, so we talked Avengers a few weeks back, several weeks back, I can't really remember. We talked about Avengers Endgame. Now, this is going to be somewhat spoilery, so if you haven't seen Avengers Infinity War, you may not want to watch this because it's hard to talk about the hype and everything that follows without ruining that movie. It's almost a year old now. Captain Marvel has come out after it, so maybe check that out too. I haven't seen it, but I kind of know what happens. I was okay being spoiled with that movie. But let's get into it. This final warning, this is going to be talking spoilers. Okay, so Marvel released a trailer for Avengers Endgame a couple weeks ago, and then another one a couple of days ago. So I think the one when I say a few weeks ago, that might have been, what, Super Bowl, February? It feels like not that long ago, but they showed one there, and I think we're at the point now where they're just playing mind games with these directors, or like gonna CGI stuff because they don't want you to figure out the plot. You know, this is part two of really one cohesive movie. Not only is it part two, but a lot of these characters, you may not see them played by those same actors and actresses. You know, I don't see them, taking Steve Rogers and saying, yeah, Captain America goes away with Steve Rogers. Steve Rogers being, played by Chris, I can't believe I'm forgetting his name right now, but that actor, Robert Downey Jr., and, Chris Hemsworth, all of those guys, they may not be in those roles. So, are they going to recast Thor? Will we get the Jane Foster Thor? I don't know. But this movie, Endgame, is what they're calling it. A line that was referenced by, not only Doctor Strange in Infinity War, after coughing up the the Time Stone, but Tony himself in Avengers Age of Ultron. So, it was hinted that the name of the fourth movie, which they withheld for a while, was going to be something that was already hinted on or spoken of. And, maybe that might be too spoilery at the time for people who went into Infinity War not realizing that it was going to end the way the comic fans knew it was going to end. So, Thanos won, so how are they going to come back and stop him? Is Thanos the only villain in this movie? This trailer gave a little more information for some other prominent YouTubers and channels like that, and just internet personalities who have taken frame by frame, shot by shot, and said, oh, can this happen here? This goes here. This might be this point in this movie. This is a 3-hour movie, 3 hours and 2 minutes to be exact. So, roughly an extra, half hour than Infinity War. So, not much longer, but make sure you go out to eat before this movie, kids. It's not enough to just buy the popcorn and drinks. I'm not doing all that. I'm going to get somewhere to eat, or find somewhere to eat, be full, go into this movie, having had a bathroom break prior because I'm not sure it's got an intermission. So let's get into it. What did this trailer really show? I've been watching. I don't like being spoiled involuntarily. So you're like, well, isn't that what a spoiler is? Yes, but when you speculate and something could spoil, I'm not really bothered by that. If somebody has a good theory and I'm like, oh, that actually came true, or that makes sense, or it did iron in, a little detail that, you're pretty much 9/10 sure, and it's true, I'm okay with that. But the day of the movie, you start dropping out information, and I have no reason to not believe it, or, what have you, that will make me upset. That will anger me. And that's why I had to get my ticket ASAP. So, what ended up happening is this. They released that trailer, and immediately after, tickets went on sale. And I started seeing on social media, hey, this is not a drill. Some people who are really, serious about these movies were informing everybody, hey, buy your tickets now. So no, you couldn't go to the movie theater, per se, and purchase your ticket. You could go on, things like Fandango. That's what I used. There's a couple others that allow you to pre-purchase these tickets. So I went on that, and boy, was it a nightmare. So one of the things that you worry about is, FOMO, fear of missing out. Am I going to miss out on this movie? No, there's going to be plenty of time to see this movie. Do you need to see this opening day, opening week? Probably so. You're going to need to go dark on the internet if you don't want people spoiling. For example, I told you this was already a spoiler video. I had a friend who hadn't seen any of these Avengers movies, but didn't see Infinity War and was about to see it. And one of the things that he jokingly said to me was, "What, does everybody die at the end?" And I just had this face of shock, like, yeah, that's what happens, but I don't want to confirm that for you because that ruins the movie. And not only that, he says it jokingly in front of other people who hadn't seen the movie, but, that's just twisting the knife at that point, because you want to go into that shock. That was one of those movies where, like, The Empire Strikes Back, where the villain won. That's not really common in, superhero movies, let alone, Hollywood. It's a good guy saves girl or whatever, and everything goes back to normal, happy ending, after a couple of plot twists. But no, Thanos was the protagonist in this. It's like, no, my idea isn't just to be evil. I just feel like the planet's overpopulated. We don't have the resources we need. If I get all these stones and, I guess make my wish reality, then I can sit back and chill, and that's what you see him doing. And, it's like, why didn't you just wish for everyone to have proper resources? Why do you have to kill off half the population? But, it's more existential, right? It's one of those, life and death balance, we're all not going to be here. I don't want to bring you down. I'm excited about the movie. Forget the whole seriousness of the character, but you can do that research on your own, because for a lot of people, myself included, that's what makes Thanos so cool. Isn't the power? It's, the reasoning, his drive, his will. It's you can give anybody the Infinity Gauntlet, and it's just like, okay, why should I care? Why do you deserve it? What are you willing to sacrifice? So, going back into Endgame, which is what this video is about, I had to have that ticket for Thursday because check this out. Tickets going for $500. You knew the scalpers were going to jump all on it. It's like, oh, you didn't wait in line. We did, and we want to profit off of your inability to do that. It's sick, it's disgusting, but I'll be darned if somebody, jumps online and on a Thursday tells me what happens, and I got a Friday showing. So what does that mean for me? It means for me, I waited 5 hours. Yes, 5 hours on my phone, sitting here holding the phone like, is the line going to move? And it moves slowly in increments. Some people got on there instantly, and maybe 20 minutes they got their tickets. Others, maybe an hour, but me, I was unfortunate to where after 1 hour it looked like this, 2 hours looked like this, and then maybe a third hour it just paused. The line paused. It was like, oh shoot. And I'm on my phone, mind you. I should have been on a laptop or something like that so that I could have a multiple tab and not worry about losing my place, but I'm on this little phone, on my little iPhone. And I was nervous that I was going to lose I was just getting angry. I was like, I'm going to put hands on somebody if I don't get my ticket, but it's not that serious. Some of you are like, hey, sell your ticket and make a profit off of it. Mind you, this is for Thursday, and now I'm hearing, later from this video, or later from that information that people are selling them for $1,000. It's crazy. Buyer's market and all that. I'm I'm excited for the movie. Um, the trailer showed multiple shots of what looked like the Avengers trying to face Thanos again. Are they prepared? You kept hearing this line, whatever it takes, whatever it takes, whatever it takes. You got, Black Widow doing target practice or whatever it takes, her hair is in different colors. You've got Captain America in different costumes. It was all over the place. So they don't want to tell you everything. I'm sure some of the CGI is not authentic, or not authentic isn't the word. It's to throw you off. It's fool's herring. Like when you saw all the Avengers together in Wakanda charging, you had Hulk, who wasn't in that part. He wasn't Hulk there. So they kind of threw that in there to throw you off. So I'm sure this trailer might have something like that as well to throw you off. So it just appears like they're going to be time traveling. Looks like that quantum zone theory from the Ant-Man movie. If you haven't seen it, it's real. It's going to happen. How they do it is what I'm excited to see. Captain Marvel will be in this movie. So fresh out of her movie, she'll be there. So that's an additional, powerful resource that the Avengers have that they didn't before to help them get this done right, this go around. So we'll see. Is this the end for Iron Man? Is somebody gonna die? I believe so, but who knows? Who knows? What we do know is there's gonna be another Spider-Man movie, another Black Panther movie, a Guardians of the Galaxy 3. So that right there tells you that some way, somehow, some of the Avengers who, and just humans, they confirmed even the animals, or half the animal population is gone too, right? Will return. We'll come back. So we'll just have to wait and see. It's only a few more weeks. You got that and Game of Thrones going on. Let me know what you think. Any of these theories are something that you buy? Do you have your own theory? Let me know in the comments. Like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next video.